welcome to this gentle yoga chair practice. So go ahead and take a seat, and as you do, just take a moment to roll side to side so that you can find your sits bones and allow them to connect to the chair. And it might help to move a little bit forward on your seat in order to find that connection. And then as you do that, go ahead and take your hands to your hip points and just start to find a gentle rock forward and back of your pelvis. This doesn't have to be a big movement. Just gently feeling that roll forward. Your belly might expand a little bit, pressing forward, and then rolling back, and your spine starts to round. You might notice that there are one of these two positions that feel a little bit more comfortable or intuitive. So just go ahead and notice that. And then slowly find a place of equilibrium. So where your pelvis is neither tilted too much forward or back, but right in the middle, so that you can really start to find this stacking of your shoulders over your hips and this space for your spine to grow long. And as you come into that, go ahead and let your hands rest on your lap, and if it feels okay, go ahead and take your palms to face towards the ceiling, allowing for a gentle tuck in your chin so that you can be long through the back of your neck. And just begin to notice your breath, becoming aware of that wave-like roll of your belly as you inhale, finding space as you exhale, grounding. Inhale, finding space, and exhale, grounding. Take just a few more rounds here, following your body's intuitive rhythm. And then as you find that next breath, just go ahead and let your hands face palm down, establishing even a little bit more of that sense of grounding. And slowly begin to blink open your eyes, finding a point of focus just in front of you. And then begin to bring your chin into your chest. Let your head be heavy here, so that the weight of your head is providing this gentle stretch through the back of your neck. And then just slowly begin to roll your head from side to side, letting one ear come over your shoulder, coming through center, and then taking it to the opposite side. Just finding that once more on each side. Maybe send some love to wherever those sirens are going. And then that next time your chin comes through center, go ahead and bring your head back up on top of your shoulders. And then just go ahead and start to roll your shoulders up towards your ears and down your back. Your hands might naturally come off of your lap. Go ahead and let them do that, allowing your arms, wrists, and hands to be heavy and released. And then go ahead and direction. Continuing to let that exhale breath release from your body. And letting that come to stillness. And then just bring your hands back to rest on your lap. And take that right arm and start to reach it up and back and keep those fingers really activated so that it's almost like you're really reaching for something. Just helps to focus and intensify that stretch. So you're really opening up here through your ribs, your intercostal muscles. Taking one more round here. And then taking that in the opposite direction. So go ahead and start reaching your arm back and then down. And you might notice right off that one direction is either more or less accessible than the other direction. And if that's the case, again, that is okay. Our bodies are so often not aligned, not totally in sync. So just be aware of that and kind with yourself on this side. And then go ahead and bring that right hand to rest on your lap, and maybe just take a breath here to feel right to left, how your shoulders are feeling. And go ahead and let's move that to the left. So start to reach that left hand up and back, stretching. Again, giving a little bit of a wake up to those intercostal muscles, those muscles that connect to our rib cage. And then we'll take that in the opposite direction, reaching it forward and down. Again, awareness of any difference or maybe similarity. Maybe you find that both sides feel relatively in sync or even. And then let that go, bring that left hand down. Again, take just a moment here, feel that side to side. Good, and then we're gonna come back to that pelvis tilt here. So if it's helpful for you to find that by bringing your hands to your hip points again, go ahead and do that. And then just start to find that gentle rock and roll as that pelvis rolls back, your spine rounds, your chest becomes concave. And then as you tilt your pelvis forward, your belly expands, your chest expands, and pelvis tilts back and forward. And you can let your head and neck get involved in this too, if that feels okay. So as your pelvis tilts forward, your gaze can lift. And as your pelvis tilts back, head and neck become heavy. And if it feels good to link this to breath, as you inhale, belly presses forward. As you exhale, belly rounds. One or two more of these on your own rhythm. And then letting your pelvis come back through neutral. Good. I'm going to take your hands out in front of you and cross that right hand on top of your left, and we're going to come to that eagle wrap of your arms. So maybe your palms touch, maybe your hands are separate here, that is okay. So finding just what fits in your body today, go ahead and have that be your access point. And then reach your elbows so that they're parallel to your shoulders. And then think about letting your shoulders soften. So sometimes we get our shoulders up by our ears. See if you can let your shoulders soften and your shoulder blades spread. So you might start to feel a stretch here through your upper shoulder blades and even into your neck. And then we're just going to find a bit of a massage here of your upper back and neck. So just start to reach those fingertips hips up towards the ceiling, maybe a little bit back. Elbows reach up, maybe above your shoulders. And then just gently bring them down towards your chest. And just follow this gentle rhythm. As your fingers reach up and back, your pelvis might tilt forward a little bit if that feels good to revisit that part of the shape. And then as your elbows reach down, you might allow a little rounding. Again, only if it feels good. Good, and then the next time you come up through center, go ahead, unwrap your arms. Give a little roll of your shoulders, shake it out as feels good here. And then we'll take it to the other side. So take your arms in front of you. This time that left arm is going to come on top of your right. And then find your eagle wrap. Again, maybe palms touch, maybe hands are wide here. And then let your shoulders soften. And again, that might already start to activate this stretch through your upper back and neck. And then let your elbows come parallel to your shoulders, but keep those shoulders soft. And then just slowly start to find that movement with your arms. Fingertips reach up and back. And elbows come down. Again, if you want to take that tilt of your pelvis as you roll through these, if that feels good. Oh gosh, it is active here today. More sirens for you. Send a bit more love if you got it. Good, and let that come down one last time here. And coming up through center, gently unwind, and again, just take whatever feels good here. Sometimes when we work to get a kink or a stretch out one place, sometimes it sneaks in someplace else, and that's what I find with those eagle arms. It can feel really good in some places, then I unwind and something else feels a little bit tense. So just take those organic movements as you need them. Good. And then we're gonna get just a little bit into the hips and glutes here. So keep that left foot on the ground and maybe just check in that that left ankle is underneath your left knee. And then take that right ankle on top of your left thigh. And you might get into this shape already and notice some sensation in that right hip and glute. But if you're here and you want a bit more, start to just gently hinge forward at your hips, taking your elbow to your knee, and maybe that left elbow to your ankle. And you can just gently press that right arm into your right leg. As you're here, think about allowing your hips to become heavy, grounding you down and back. Let your collarbones gently widen here. And then just let your torso soften towards your leg. Inhale, finding that length and space. Exhale, softening and surrendering. Take one more breath cycle here. And slowly release that. Bringing that right foot down. And then moving that over to the other side, taking that left ankle over your right knee. And again, just noticing, maybe you're already feeling some sensation here. If you want more, start to take that hinge forward. Resting your arms on your leg and then maybe giving a little pressure to that left leg. Again, to just intensify that sensation. And let your hips become heavy. Send that energy down and back as your spine lengthens, your collarbones widen. Those inhales bring space. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, space. Exhale, surrender. Finding one more full breath here. And slowly releasing that. Coming back up through center, bringing that left leg down. And then just come back to that comfortable seat. See if you can find that neutral pelvis. You might take that little roll once more to establish where neutral is for you. Allowing your shoulders to balance over your hips. Letting your hands rest on your lap, palms up. And then letting your gaze soften or close. Finding a gentle tuck in your chin so that the back of your neck can be long. Checking in with your fingers and releasing any holding you might find there. And coming back to that intuitive rise and fall of your breath. Inhale, belly rises and expands. Exhale, belly softens and falls. Inhale, belly rises and expands. Exhale, belly softens and falls. And on your next breath, go ahead and let your hands come palm down on your lap, feeling that sense of rooting and grounding. And then bringing your hands to heart center and up to your third eye center, that place right between your brows, connecting your heart's desire to your mind's intention. Namaste. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day.